Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your boredom busters coming up. But first, our top story. The familiar messaging from law enforcement about not leaving weapons inside of cars doesn't seem to be sinking in for many gun owners in South Dakota. In Rapid City alone, thieves stole more than 500 guns from vehicles over the past 5 years. Most of the time, those guns were taken from unlocked cars. So the warning is going out again to never leave guns inside the car unattended and always lock your doors.
It's a scary problem. It's a concerning problem for law enforcement, because when you have a gun that is now unaccounted for, thanks to a criminal means, you don't know where that gun is going to come up next.
Just last year alone, 124 guns were stolen from vehicles in Rapid City. Police say that number is far too high compared to cities of similar size. Abortion may be on the ballot when South Dakota voters return to the polls in 2024. The group Dakotans for Health have been collecting signatures since November to get their constitutional amendment legalizing abortion on the ballot for next year. The proposed amendment states no regulations or restrictions may take place in the first trimester of a pregnancy. Abortions will be decided on the pregnant women's health in the second semester. And third trimester abortions would be prohibited and regulated unless the life or health of the mother is at risk. Organizer Tiffany Campbell says it's important for South Dakota to vote on the issue.
People that are going through those issues need to be able to make their own medical decisions, and they should involve their family, their doctor, and any faith leaders that they want in their life. But politicians should play no part in that.
The anti-abortion group Life Defense Fund is encouraging voters to not sign the petition. Co-chair John Hansen says the amendment is too radical for South Dakota.
When we're looking at this constitutional amendment, really our first focus is just to make sure that people know how extreme that this constitutional amendment is, and because that's the proposal that's on the table right now.
Both groups say they'll continue advocating for their side of the abortion issue. You can find links to both organizations on this story here on KELOLAND.com. A sheriff's deputy in Minnesota made good use of the abundance of snow this winter to stop a suspect during a pursuit. The Ramsey County Sheriff's Department released dash cam video of last week's high-speed pursuit through the streets of Maplewood, Minnesota. The deputy will use a technique common for law enforcement called a pit maneuver to force the vehicle to turn sideways and go into the snowbank. The suspect would later climb out of a window and onto the vehicle's roof, but the deputy was quickly able to subdue him with a stun gun. Authorities say the car was stolen and had been used in a robbery 3 days earlier. They also say the driver had a gun under the front seat. Well, let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. While some areas get in on some decent bits of sunshine to kick off the day, others will have cloud cover and even a few more, like in Rapid City and what you see behind me in Eureka. We'll have some fog to deal with, so be mindful of poor visibility in a couple of areas, especially in northern and western portions of KELOLAND. 13, by the way, in Eureka with a view of that fog. North wind at 7 miles per hour. Compare that to the noticeably clearer view from our downtown camera. 20 with a look to the north at 9 miles per hour with a breeze out of the north. We're really not going to be dealing with too much in the way of bad weather, but cold conditions this morning? Well, all you have to do is look up at Aberdeen. 1 degree above zero this morning, 8 for Watertown, 9 Ortonville, 7 in Sisseton, 18 at the Capitol and in Spearfish, 22 Rapid City, 25 Chamberlain, 26 in Winter, 13 in Mulbridge. Then you have that wind, not bad, 5 to 15 miles per hour, but especially up to the northeast, it doesn't take much to put the wind chill below zero. It feels like it's -10 this morning in Aberdeen, -1 for Huron and Brookings, -4 in Watertown, the wind chill of 0, Marshall and Worthington. Feels like it's 9 degrees above zero, at least, for Sioux Falls. We're going to try and bring in some more seasonable temperatures across portions of the region, but it's going to be a struggle. More on that and the rest of your 7-day forecast are on the way.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, the South Dakota All-State Band Concert took place Saturday in Sioux Falls. The students selected to perform in the concert represent some of the best young musicians in the state. You'll meet some of them in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND. Find out what being part of this All-State Band means to them tonight at 10. Snurtfest is a celebration of the end of the season at Great Bear Ski Valley in Sioux Falls. Activities include a limbo and ollie contest at 11 o'clock, a costume contest at noon, a sled race at 1:30, and a pond skim at 3 o'clock. It's $5 to enter each race, with proceeds going to Angels with a Dream in memory of Roxy Johnson. Great Bear is also open to the public for skiing and snowboarding from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is still skiing and snowboarding season in the northern Black Hills. Terry Peak Ski Area near Lead is open from 9 to 4 Mountain Time. South Dakota's largest gun show, the Sioux Falls Trophy Show, wraps up today. The event features 1,300 vendor tables at the Sioux Falls Convention Center and Arena. Antique, collectible, along with modern rifle and handguns will be on display and for sale. The show opens at 9 o'clock. The admission is $10. Special Olympics South Dakota is hosting a state basketball tournament featuring hundreds of local players. The games go from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. Volunteers and spectators are welcome. And the Stampede hockey team takes on the Omaha Lancers at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. The puck drops at 4:05. Adam?
Satellite and radar won't really have a whole lot of anything to go on today. Yes, some cloud cover to the southeast, more so in the southwest and western parts of the region, but not much in the way of moisture as of right now. To the west, we may see some snow showers of a scattered variety move through, but organized moisture right now is over between Sioux City and Omaha, and then looping over Des Moines and Cedar Rapids, where they actually have a couple of winter weather advisories this morning down along that portion of I-29 and then into that part of Iowa as well. As we zoom out a little bit further, severe weather this morning down toward Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and parts of South Carolina along an upper level trough that's just basically sitting in place and acting as a focal point for some pretty severe weather, including at least one confirmed tornado already in Georgia earlier this morning. But closer to home, we don't have really any of that going on. High pressure, the overall feature that'll keep us quiet beyond some snow showers that will try and crash the party out to the west. Even Monday's looking pretty good beyond a few scattered snow showers to the north and a few rain and snow showers near Winter. But the bulk of that moisture will be down toward Nebraska. Tuesday is also looking good, but by the second half of the week, we do try and bring in some milder temperatures, but we also bring in a little more moisture as well. Speaking of those temperatures, springtime is going to continue to be delayed by and large. We do try and get some of that milder weather to shoehorn to the north Thursday into Friday, but you notice by the weekend, we're right back to square one as we kick off the month of April on a cooler note. In fact, odds for below average temperatures are favored as we go into the first full week of April. Keep in mind, averages in the low to mid 50s by this point, but still it is not a welcome sight considering the fact that we are still very much waiting for spring to come around and stick around. Highs today in the 20s to the northeast, 30s to near 40 elsewhere, with overnight low temperatures in the teens and low 20s for a majority of KELOLAND. Some single-digit lows again toward Aberdeen, Watertown, and Ortonville. Even Sisseton could toe the line of a single-digit low tonight. Your 7-day forecast is quiet through Wednesday, but across the region, we're going to watch Thursday and Friday for the chance at rain and snow showers. We haven't hit 50 yet in Sioux Falls. We'll try on Thursday at 49, but I think that's going to be as good as it gets. For Aberdeen, 20s and 30s for highs, single-digit lows on multiple occasions as we have our Thursday, Friday chance for some rain and snow showers. In Pierre, we get above freezing by day, but dip well below freezing by night. The second half of the week and the final days of March will feature the chance for rain and snow showers. Some snow possible today and tomorrow in Rapid City, but beyond that, we're quiet Tuesday and Wednesday. Some rain and snow showers Thursday and Friday, then 50 and mostly cloudy on Saturday. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.